Hello. Just want to make sure this is recording. We are recording. Awesome. So we are back. We are going to be doing a recording on prototyping in XD. So I have my design panel previously. This is a flow that I had created. It's just a dummy app for this demo. It is an app that allows users to create and manage subscriptions for their home. So for example, I have a subscription for toilet paper and oatmeal. I have another one that's orange juice and oat milk. Some canceled or previous subscriptions that I had created were for the gym or for lunch. I can go into this app and I can view all of my subscriptions. I can go in and I can pause or cancel a subscription, which will put them down here in the cancel or pause. I also can click into a subscription. So let's say I want to see what's in my house subscription. I can, once again, hit the status and I can cancel it. I can pause it. I can see my savings. I can adjust the delivery date, how frequently it comes. I can also track my order. This will link to a new page, which is found here. It just has more tracking information. And then it also has the option to view more products, add products, delete products. If you want to expedite a delivery and have some things in sooner, we can do that as well. This was, actually, never mind. Okay. So one quick thing I also want to know is if you ever want to quickly rename your artboards or grab an artboard, you do so by grabbing a type right here. If you double click on it, you can rename your artboard. So that's really helpful. When I'm creating flows, I like to have my screens named so I know what order they're in. So I'm going to go ahead and hit prototype. My screen is fully designed, time to prototype. And you notice once I get in here, I have this blue home button here. This means this is where the prototype starts. So when I open up this flow, this is where it will start. It will start on this page. The other thing you'll notice is this panel over here is now for prototyping. It's currently disabled because we don't have a screen or a prototyped moment selected. So once we do, I'm going to delete this just so you can see. I have my full artboard selected. So if the user were to select anything on the screen, it would tap to whatever or prototype to whatever is next. So if I were to go from this screen to this screen, I would have to tap to get to the next screen. You have a bunch of different ways that the page can move. So for this one, I specifically want to go from one screen to the next. So I'm just going to hit transition. I would either play with automate or transition. Auto animate basically allows XD to just animate some things on your behalf. So which we'll play around with a little bit more with with these guys, micro animations. Okay, cool. So we also have opportunities to play with auto animate. So if I select auto animate, you can play with different ways that it can animate. You can control that here. All right, so let's see how this would potentially look. So I'm going to go ahead up here and hit play. And because I had my home tab on the first screen, it's going to take me to that screen. I'm going to click anywhere on the screen, and then it goes to the next screen that I had it directed to. I'm going to move my Zoom panel here. If you want, you can record these interactions, which is great to send to stakeholders or clients or me, anybody. Cool. So what I'm going to go ahead and delete this guy because what I want the user to do is to select something specific to get from one page to the next. So I actually want this page to be the starter. This one has more, it's basically the same page as this one. It just has more options, more on it. So I selected the artboard. I'm going to select the home. This is my flow number one. This is the flow I'm going to be working with. I want the user to click on different things to get to certain places. So instead of selecting the entire artboard and selecting anywhere on the page, I'm going to double click into my component here. So if the user clicks anywhere on this component, it will take them to this page. I'm going to hit undo because what I actually want the user to do is I want them to specifically click on this button here. So when the user clicks on this specific button, they're going to go here. And this is just going to take them to this page. So I'm going to set it up in tap. I'm going to select auto animate. I'm going to hit ease out, or I'm going to hit ease in and then hit play so we can see it. Boom. Done. I also want the user to be able to go back. So I'm going to go to my account and it's right here. So let's test this again. So I would go to the page here and I can go back to my account here. Beautiful. One more thing I want to prototype is this active toggle. So I want the user to be able to quickly cancel or pause their subscription in one click. It's a big part of this app and why they shop with this company. So what I'm going to do is, if you notice, I'm going to go here and then I'm just going to do what we previously did. Hit active, but you see now this has a black background. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to do an overlay. So an overlay takes this artboard, it places it on, and then you can place where you want the overlay to be. So I'm going to hit active and now it'll pop up here. The other thing I have on this is I have hover states. So what you can do is you can create different states. Whoops, sorry, hold on 1 second. I have to go into the component. That's why it's doing this. So I have to go back to design. This is something you cannot do in prototype. So if I go back to this component, I'm going to hit main component. So this is something that has to be done in the master component. If you hit plus, you can add a new state. So you can do a hover state, you can do a toggle state. Hover is when it's anything that will it is a hover state that will show in a prototype. Toggle state is something really honestly for designing. It's like something that, like, let's say you have a primary button and a secondary button, you would use it for to toggle back and forth. So right now I have a hover state for this and it's on here. So I have my hover state. It's already designed. And let's see if it goes through. Oh, wait, hold on. So this component is not on an artboard. So that's why it wasn't showing when I hit play. So now let's see if I go here. Oh, it isn't showing. All right, I'm gonna hit pause really quick to figure out why. Okay, I figured out why. I apologize for the brief hiccup. So what had happened was, I'm going to go back into design. So I had created this hover state in the master component. And previously, when I was setting up this file, you see in this, it has this blue line. What I did was I accidentally deleted this blue line before I set up this file. And so what had happened was, because I did it on a component that was a copy, it did not change for all of them. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to go back to design. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to put it back up top. And now you see it has the blue line again. So if I go back to prototyping here, I'm going to hit active and now I have my hover again. So just make sure it has that blue line. Okay, so now I want to go back. I am going to continue to prototype this. So I'm going to make a new, cancel subscription. And what I'm going to do is I am going to bring it to this page. So if I hit cancel, I'm going to bring it to this page down here that I created that shows that this subscription has been canceled. So if you notice, this is now a dotted line because it thinks it's an overlay. So I'm going to go back to transition and then I'll transition to this page. So let's try this flow again. So play. I can go to the next page. I can go back on my account. I can toggle to cancel subscription, and then it takes me to the new page. Beautiful. So this is just a quick overview of prototyping. I would definitely take some time to play around in here. It's really fun. Last thing I'll show is you can share this. So like I said, I have my flow number 1 selected. Oh, we were working with flow number 2. Share. So I have my flow number 2. Here it is. You have to toggle here. I want my flow number 1. There we go. All right, flow number 1. My apologies. Selected, and then I want to set it up for a design review, and then you create your link, and that's how you can share this prototype with anybody, and they can open it up. Awesome. All right, next time we meet, we're going to be talking about micro animation. So thank you very much for your patience and listening. I am learning with you guys always. So thank you, and I hope you have fun exploring.